This is KGW News at Sunrise.
Good morning. Thanks for getting up with us on this Saturday morning. I'm Alma McCarty. This morning on Sunrise, no deal as the Portland teachers strike begins its fourth day. What both sides are saying ahead of negotiations set for this weekend. Plus, a new twist on the public defender crisis here in Oregon. A federal judge rules that anyone in the state held in jail without a lawyer for 7 days must be released. But first, let's check in with Daisy Caballero for a quick look, I should say, at the forecast. Daisy, how's it going? Good morning.
Good morning, Alma, and good morning to all of our viewers. Happy Saturday. So showing you the satellite radar within the last 6 hours alone, we have been seeing a whole ton of rain. Portland metro area has already seen more than half of an inch so far, and the day has barely started. Taking you out to the coast right now, Newport, 59 degrees. Take a look at those current winds coming out from the south at 25 miles an hour. So this is the reason why there is a high wind warning in effect right now, lasting all the way until 9 o'clock. So within the next 2 hours alone, that will expire. But up until then, you can expect a wind gust to get up to 40 miles an hour, if not 50 miles an hour. Later in the day, we are talking about a wind advisory in parts of central and southern Oregon. This will go in effect at 11 o'clock this morning and will last all the way until 11 o'clock tonight. Here's your daytime highs. Or by noon, we'll be seeing those 60s and 50s in the forecast, not warming up too much as we're looking at 5 o'clock. But we'll talk more about that 7-day forecast and if today's the warmest day this week. Back to you, Alma.
Thanks, Daisy. Negotiators for the teachers union and Oregon's largest school district are meeting again today. It is the second straight day of negotiations to end the teachers strike, which is now into its fourth day. And as Thomas Schultz reports, state lawmakers are now weighing in on the work stoppage.
Well, enough is enough.
As Portland teachers rallied for a third straight day, bargaining resumed.
We're hoping that we can, exchange proposals and come to some type of a resolution on some agreement.
Teachers are asking for higher wages, smaller class sizes, and more prep time for teachers. Though Portland Public Schools says everything the union wants would cost more than $200 million. This week, district officials called on state lawmakers for more funding. Now, politicians are pushing back.
I'm puzzled by the fact that they can't support teachers.
State Senator Elizabeth Steiner and 15 other lawmakers sent a letter to school board members saying they gave PPS everything Superintendent Guadalupe Guerrero wanted. She says it's unlikely more money is coming PPS's way.
We have never seen investments like this in K-12 education.
Investments, including more than $10 billion in educational funding statewide. Lawmakers say PPS needs to cut administrative expenses and refocus resources on classrooms and students. Teachers
What do we do? Stand up like that! Public schools are under attack!
Agree.
Our students aren't getting the one-on-one attention that they need.
I have mostly classes over 30. In the chemistry lab, it's really hard to manage.
And as the strike continues, educators expand their march to not just focus on schools, but the entire city.
These kids, whether you have children in PPS or not, these are our kids, and we need to take care of our community. City Hall is definitely part of that.
Again, the two sides are scheduled to negotiate today and tomorrow. If there is no deal, teachers say they'll be back on the picket lines on Monday. We also talked to teachers who face some unique challenges. We're talking about those who work in dual language immersion programs, including at Kelly Elementary in Southeast. That is one of a handful with a Russian immersion elementary program. Teachers told us they are advocating for smaller classes because their students suffer without more personalized attention.
And it's very hard. It's very hard. I don't have enough time for address all the challenges that I have.
It means they don't value the educators, and then they don't value what we do.
These teachers say they first brought some of their concerns to the district years ago. And stay with KGW for continuing coverage of the Portland teachers strike. We will keep you updated on developments through the weekend right here and at KGW.com. New this morning, ugliness at a high school football game in Southern Oregon. The game is under investigation after a fight broke out. This happened last night as the team from Portland's Jefferson High School visited South Medford in a Columbia Cup playoff game. This is video of the game, though we do not have video of the fight itself. We've heard from Jefferson parents who tell us that racial slurs were used against their players and that it got so bad, Jefferson families had to be escorted to their cars. The game was called off in the second quarter. The Oregon School Activities Association is now investigating and plans to have a ruling early next week. Hundreds of Yamhill County workers have walked off the job this week after a mediation session broke down on Thursday. The workers' union and the county have been negotiating since March. The union wants a 15% wage increase over the next 3 years. The county countered that proposal with 3 offers ranging from 10 to 14%. The workers' strike could impact a number of services, including the health department and public works. County leaders say they are committed to keeping critical services running. The next mediation session is scheduled for Tuesday. In Oregon, people held in jail without a lawyer for more than a week will soon be released. That's the order from a federal judge. As we've been reporting, there's a chronic shortage of public defenders, which often leaves low-income defendants without representation. The judge's order will take effect in 2 weeks and will apply to those currently in custody and future defendants.